Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. We'll be starting this episode with a little bit of reading. We have two quests that require us to visit the museum. The Last Voyage and Irrational Hatred. Irrational Hatred, we need to find out a way to scare the pigeons, I think. The seagulls, alright. And we need to find where exactly a ship called Andraste sunk. So the museum is in the fortress, so I wanna check out the I think there was a particular spot where a light appears during the night. Not exactly sure. It was down there. Yeah, it was down there. I'm gonna go down. Because it's definitely night. There's nothing. Yeah, I can't see anything. Maybe it's not the right place. Oh well. The museum is somewhere around here. We already visited. And we need to talk to Ryderick.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ryderick.
Ryderick,
And I will be
all right.
happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 123 years ago, with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the horns of the South.
All right. I'd like to ask you about seagulls. Do you know what they're afraid of?
I have to admit that local fauna is not one of my main areas of interest, but I do know the answer to this question, as it is rooted in the history of the horns
really?
of the South. It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled up by our troublesome coastal neighbors. So the keepers of that time found a very peculiar way to deal with the problem.
Please continue.
Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made them from feathers and pieces of tanned pigskin sewn together. The reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear, but perhaps their peculiar shape reminded them of a natural predator?
All right, we got one. I heard you have the logbook from the Andraste. Is that true? Can I see it?
Do you mean the document with information about the course, weather, position, and speed of the ship, as well as all of the stops and other occurrences kept by the captain or the first mate? More specifically, the document from the bridge of the Andraste, which sank tragically in nearby waters in the year 513. Indeed, we have it. Please wait here. Here it is, though I doubt those records will tell you anything, since the weirdness surrounding Avalon made sailing impossible. The knowledge of the precepts of navigation has been forgotten.
So it's useless? There's no way to find the Andraste?
Oh, no. We know that. You should have mentioned that you're looking for the wreck of the Andraste rather than the logbook. Every keeper knows that the Andraste was swallowed by the ocean. It's near what's currently known as Smuggler's Bay. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
That was easy. King Arthur and his people must have arrived here on ships. What happened to them?
Oh, truly? I never expected to hear such a
Come on, it's not that naive.
question. What do they teach you in those rural schools? Likely nothing, which would explain why
I'm homeschooled.
Avalon is in such a deplorable state. But you are fortunate, for I never refuse access to knowledge to those who wish to expand it. Saras, the flagship of King Arthur's fleet, was an exceptionally impressive construction of oak
Sorry about that.
and ash wood. Unfortunately, it fell victim to rebels. A group of unfortunate individuals, misled by the empty promises of Merlin's apprentice Nimue, dared to seize Saras, and several smaller vessels also, in a clumsy attempt to return to the homelands. All of this in the midst of wartime turmoil on the eve of victory. Naturally, such treason could not go unpunished. King Arthur ordered Merlin to summon a terrible storm that dragged the rebels to the bottom of the sea. He did so to prevent anyone else from following in their footsteps. He wisely believed that returning to their homelands amounted to little more than a romanticized form of extended suicide. Honor and glory to King Arthur for that decision. Had more people followed the rebels' example, Avalon would not have retained enough population to maintain stability and form a functioning society.
All right, tell me about the museum.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black.
Oh, we know Captain Barak. It's a knight who thought he was cursed. Sewell, I think I heard about him.
I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper. Drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from.
That's all? He's only famous because he was the first one to get off the ship?
Of course not. That was just the first of his many great deeds. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Hordes of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation.
Exhibits? What exactly do you have here?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Interesting. And which exhibits are the most remarkable?
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
You have Sewell's authentic boots. Can you tell me more about them?
Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area.
Oh my
It
God,
means
this
that even
100
the
years.
keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
The singer horse sounds interesting.
It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day.
Tell me more about King Arthur's tableware.
It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft. Perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
That's enough. I'd like to ask about something else. It's been great listening to you. Can you tell me something more?
Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine.
Oh, Lady Elaine, yeah, who sent me
And
for the
trip
logbook.
that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I'm helping her.
Oh, that's excellent. I have a lot of respect for that kind of archaeological endeavor, even when it's based on incorrect assumptions with regard to the subject of the research. But if you happen upon any interesting objects during your search, please don't forget about the museum.
Alright, that was pretty long, but it was interesting. And I love all the lore of this game. Alright. Let's see if I can make the mask first. Okay, this is a logbook. I have to put this in the chest.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so... Oh, this is the mask. I can make it. Alright. Oh, I can make this too. What's this? Revenant skull.
To see you.
I think there was, yeah. I need to make festering chest guard and festering helm. Alright. Any new weapons? Yes, we have the composite longbow. Alright.
You doing okay?
Yep. Alright. We did this. Okay, I need leather and blood clot. Alright.
Everything will be just fine. There you are. Finally. Do you have what I need?
Yep.
A mask? Eh? Are you sure? Ah, whatever. Sod it.
Oh my god, you're
Now they'll
ugly.
get what's coming to them. Damn rascals. You can go now.
I help you with the beasts, I've earned my reward.
All right. Here, take this. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds once and for all. Are you ready for the next step in our fight against the flying, shitting enemy?
I'm shitting the enemy. What can I do?
That's the spirit. In a war like this, every ally counts. Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few and set them up in some strategic spots, like this one. And those flying pests will surely get caught. We need to work smart. Go on then, and fight against the flying vermin.
Alright, apparently we need to craft a couple of traps now. Or even several. Four. I need to make four
I like when
traps.
things are quiet.
Let's see if we have the required ingredients. We do have for exactly four. Alright. Oh, we can make leather. That's great. I didn't know that. Okay, but I still need blood cloth. Yep. Anyway, I should now. Oh, there are a lot of places where we must put these traps. Let's start on this side.
Just another peaceful moment.
Alright. Now I am become death. Ooh. Alright. There's another one here. Oh. It's up there. Oh my god, there's another one. We need to... We need to cross both bridges. Oh, there are actually 2 traps here. That's much better. Alright. And there's another one. Right here. Alright, the next one. Oh, I haven't been here.
You need something?
I think this is the kitchen.
Watch the feet. Your feet and my priceless seedlings. I
Okay.
swear your nosiness will be the death of you.
Alright, sorry about that.
Just passing through? Good.
Brother Reagan's quarters. I haven't been here.
Blessings upon you. Certainly.
Okay.
Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Mother's Embrace, 2000 gold. Heals you instantly. Slowly heals you over time. Impenetrable shield. Alright. I'm buying both.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
I can now use Scorching Blaze. And instead of Abhatak's Calling, I'll be using Mother's Embrace. Because it's insta healing. Alright. Let's see if I can find where I need to about this? Okay, I need to come from the other side. Oops. Yep. I need to go up there.
The less attention, the better.
All right. I should report back. Okay.
Just keep your head down. And how did my traps work? Quite the technological marvels, aren't they?
I wouldn't know, but I set them up in the places you showed me.
That's what I like to hear. You are an invaluable first officer.
What?
But our work isn't done yet.
I think you're a little bit crazy.
We need to solve the seagull problem on Avalon. once
Oh
and for
my.
all. You'll search for their nests and destroy them without mercy. Burn the nests.
Wow.
Shoot the parents. It's the only way to eradicate the evil for good.
That sounds
Serious
extreme.
times call for serious measures and decisive people. I see no other way.
Oh my god.
The nests will keep coming back. But don't even think about giving up. Only consistency will save us. There will be less of them with time. You'll see. Go. Fulfill your mission, my brave first officer.
Few in the hordes of the south are as single-minded as Gwilyn. Where others speak of war, politics, and survival, he speaks only of seagulls. To him, they are not just birds, but a plague upon the land, screeching, thieving wretches that haunt him from the rooftops and defile his every waking moment. He cares little for who holds power, so long as anyone, puts an end to their reign. Whether his treated is justified or the ramblings of a man driven to the brink, one thing is certain: Gwilyn will not rest until the skies are silent. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Maybe I should talk to Fergus. Alright. We are definitely talking to Fergus, because this guy is a little bit crazy. I have another tag. I forgot about that. We need to talk about Gwynland.
Let me guess. He's trying to rope you into his campaign against Avalonian seagulls.
Yep.
It's a well-known story. All the keepers know of Gwylin's obsession, but it's
Gwylin.
less amusing than it sounds. You see, Gwylin is from a coastal village. His father, a fisherman, worked hard to feed his family. He instilled a deep hatred of seagulls in Gwylin, claiming they were our greatest enemy. He taught his son how to kill them effectively, and insisted they were agents of the Four Dwellers.
Gwylin has gone insane.
Essentially, yes. But he wasn't always like this. When he joined, he just didn't like seagulls and avoided them. I gave him simple jobs away from the walls, and everyone was happy. Until one day, he asked to serve on the walls. I agreed because I thought he'd simply got used to the birds. I had no idea I would be contributing to feeding his obsession.
Oh my god. When did you realize he was getting worse?
I spoke to him. Between his rounds, I heard a confession I didn't expect. When Gwylin was only 7 years old, he saw a flock of seagulls attack his father and pluck his eyes out. Is it true? Or the ramblings of a madman? It's not for me to decide. Don't get me wrong. Gwylin is harmless, and he's a good soldier. But he can't be helped.
What should I do now?
Whatever he's asked you to do, just ignore it. Don't argue with him. It's not your responsibility. If he brings up seagulls, just pretend you didn't hear him. That's what we all do.
Ooh. Alright, we got 100 experience points. And we are done with another quest. I think there was something else I wanted to do. Last episode, we liberated a manor for Lady Alisa, and she invited us there. Yes, mansion by the beach. And I think we're going to get a few more quests from her. Because she'll want to rebuild the mansion. And we're going to need... I'm not sure I remember correctly, but we are probably going to need some wood. Alright, there she is. Duncan is not here.
There you are, finally. I've been searching everywhere for you. This is a matter of utmost importance. You
yeah.
simply must help me.
Okay.
My Duncan has gone missing, and if we don't find him soon, he might be in grave danger.
Alright.
Please, you have to find him.
I will.
I can't possibly be a widow at my age. Mourning clothes are dreadfully unflattering on me.
When did you last see him?
Let me think. Just 2 days ago, or perhaps 3. I've been terribly occupied with redecorating the mansion and designing an entire new wardrobe for our extended stay in the south. Duncan and I never felt the need to be constantly together. In fact, we both find such behavior utterly gauche. A marriage is merely a contract, after all. No need to romanticize it unnecessarily.
People marry for love, you know?
Commoners, perhaps. People of my standing cannot afford to indulge in such frivolities. We have entire bloodlines and fortunes to consider. Some of these alliances span as far back as the homelands. Love is something to sing about at court, but marriage is a transaction. My mother instilled that in me when I was just a little girl with pigtails. Very fashionable ones, of course.
Sounds practical, I like it.
It is indeed. Well, it's a shame you were born into the unwashed masses, I suppose.
What? Can we focus on Duncan?
Oh, yes, of course. Someone delivered a ransom letter to the mansion. Quite absurd, really. Duncan is the one who handles all the finances. I'm not even sure where he keeps the money. And I certainly don't plan to lower myself to meet the demands of some lowlives. That's why I need you to retrieve my husband.
What about my payment?
It's always about money with you people, isn't it? You will be paid once Duncan is back. I assumed that was understood.
I'll find him.
Marvelous. Here's the letter. All the details should be inside. Now, chop chop. There is no time to waste.
Chop chop. Okay, Alisa has asked me to find her husband and bring him back. As she read a letter from the kidnappers. We have your husband bring 200 gold to the location marked on the map. Tell anyone and he dies. Alright, we got 50 experience points. And, oh, okay, it's in this mine. There's a mine here. I marked it myself. You need to use the fast travel point. Alright.
No one sneaks up on me.
What?
You'll pay for that insult. Blow for blow.
Okay. I'm just curious to see how much this costs. Oh, 450. Well, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Oh, the guy is here. Blood clot, exactly what I need. But I need more. I think I need 4 pieces. Alright. And here is another one. Yay. What? I did not see you. Alright. Oh.
Damn it, I should have guessed she'd hire you. I was hoping she'd notify the keepers and then just forget about me after a week or two.
I gather you weren't kidnapped.
Clearly, I was considering making a deal with one of the local gangs to stage an actual kidnapping, but I thought better of it in the end. They're not exactly a trustworthy bunch.
They're not.
I didn't want to disappear forever, but I was afraid they might do their job a bit too well.
Why did you want to disappear?
Oh, please, you know my wife. She even dragged you into that entire debacle with the mansion. Now she has decided she wants
this
to
guy seems
stay
desperate.
here, to leave Camelot, leave our entire life behind and move to the middle of nowhere. And I bet in 2 months you'll want to move again. Maybe to the forlorn swords or somewhere equally absurd. I just can't take it anymore. I'm too old for this. I want a loving wife, a family, some damn stability at last.
Why did you marry Alisa then?
When I arrived in Camelot, I had money, but I lacked useful connections. The Mores were an old and well-respected family on the edge of financial ruin. Our interests were aligned. As for Alisa, she was young, beautiful, and, well, we barely spoke before the wedding. I thought it was their strict traditions, but really they probably didn't want her scaring me off.
That's funny.
I hoped she'd settle down eventually, but these people, they're just different. All they care about is outdoing each other.
The person who voice acts this character is great. Why couldn't you just leave?
Leaving a woman like Alisa isn't that simple. Her family would ruin me, and I provided them with the means to do so. Believe me, it was simpler to cut my losses, grab what money I could, and start over as far away from them as possible.
What happened to your hand?
I cut off my finger, just in case someone did come looking. I hoped they'd find it and bring it to Alisa as
Oh
proof
my
that I
god,
was gone.
he's more than desperate. Here, drink this before you die of an infection.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I guess I didn't think it all the way through. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it to hurt so much.
Your wife sent me here to bring you back home.
Just tell her I'm dead. Say, my body was eaten by bears or something. Please, if I go back, we'll just both end up miserable forever.
Fine, I'll tell her you got eaten.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You don't know how relieved I am. Trust me, Alisa will be better off. A young widow who lost her husband in the south will be the talk of the court. She'll find a new husband in no time. Well then, farewell. No offense, but I hope our paths never cross again.
Okay, so he left us his ring as proof. I wanna see what's here. Alright, I think I'm going to clear this dungeon. There are a lot of resources that I need. Oh, oops. Oops. Come on. this was a Bugain. What's a Bugain? Born of druidic folly, the Bugain were meant to dig, carving tunnels where their masters could hide. However, magic only bends for so long. Those that broke free became feral, their hunger untamed. Nearly blind, they hunt by sound lurking beneath the earth. The moment prey stirs, they strike, tearing through dirt and flesh alike. Solitary by nature, they meet only to breed. Even then, their survival is not certain. Mothers devour their weakest offspring, ensuring only the strongest live to stalk the deaths. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. So we killed this Bugain. Is there anything here? Alright. Oh. And a wooden club plus 2. Oh, nice. Okay, oh, this is just 50 gold. I'm going to drop it. This is charged by killing enemies, stuns, and pushes back all nearby enemies. This is a cube, I think. This is a weapon relic. Alright. Okay. 2 more spells. Wolf's Call. We can summon wolves. And Soul Salvage. I have this twice. Alright. Okay, Geographer's Journal. A ring, another spell, Nobleman's Doublet. I think I will be needing that. Hailstone. Increases movement speed multiplied by 5% when not in combat. I'm not interested. They say I'm chasing shadows, but I'll search every patch of these lands if there's something new to be found. Folk did think I'm mad, but what do they know of discovery? I'll go where others won't, even if it means pushing past common sense. They're stuck in the old writings of a cave by the western shore where people once knew things, ways to heal, they say. But maybe there's more to it. Who knows what's waiting in those dark spaces? Guess I'll see for myself. Lies. All lies. Alright, I think that was everything. Oh no. Alright. Don't think there's anything else. Alright. Let's return to Alicia. Oh. A little bit more ore. Oh, I don't think I've been here. Oh, this guy is alive. He's alive. Oh, he's asleep. I can't talk to him. All right. Okay, Mr. Horst. I think this is another exit. And it's night, obviously. Alright. Okay, quite far. I need to follow the road. Okay, there's a guy here. Alright. I think I'm going to go here. Oh, there are more enemies here. And I think I can't enter until I kill them. Oops. But this drop a lot of material cobweb, which is needed to replenish my special power. Now it's full, but if you want to use it multiple times, you need ethereal cobweb. You can recharge it at a camp. Okay. Wake up, please. Oh, come on. Fine. I'll come in the morning.
Well, you're back, but I see that you're alone.
Yep.
Surely a few mere bandits didn't outwit you.
I'm sorry, but your husband is dead.
He's... What? But you promised to return with him. And the bandits, didn't they want money? And his body? Surely you didn't just leave him there.
He was eaten by the bear. There's only a finger left.
Oh, gods. That's dreadful. My poor Duncan. Do you think he assumed I wouldn't send anyone for him and attempted to escape on his
What?
own? He could be so foolish. Sometimes I felt as though he had absolutely no faith in me. What am I going to do now? Returning to Camelot will be utterly insufferable.
Aren't you even a little bit sad for Duncan?
Of course I am. I'm not entirely heartless, you know. I may not have loved Duncan, but I didn't dislike him either. Still, crying won't bring him back, and I do need to think about my future, which, at the moment, seems rather bleak.
I don't know anything else. I'm sorry
This
for
is a
your loss.
nightmare. Ugh. I should begin packing, and something must be done about this house. Goodness, I don't even know where to begin. Would you like it? I could part with it for 500 gold coins. Does that sound reasonable for a house?
You don't need to sell your house. Why can't you just stay here?
Stay? And engage in what precisely? Have you not observed that I lack what one might call practical skills? Aside from my impeccable taste in fashion, that is. I suppose I could open a dressmaking parlor, but where would I even get the materials? Not to mention clientele.
I can help you with the materials. I tend to collect many different things.
Really? That would be absolutely marvelous. Well then, I guess I'll think about your offer. Now, would you be so kind as to excuse me? I must begin organizing Duncan's belongings. Indeed. Thank you ever so much.
All right. Alisa is mourning. I should check back on her in a while, but I could use this time to get her some clothes she could work on. Wrecked nobleman's double. Okay, so I don't think it's this one, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess I'll have to find it. Anyway, let's go back to the fortress. Alright, we got rid of a couple more side quests. We'll be doing the last voyage next, I think. It's a pretty long side quest that involves clearing entire dungeon, fighting a boss. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next episode. Take care, bye bye.